Hi traders, welcome to our live trading session video and thank you for joining the Master the Markets team today and supporting us in our mission to spread the truth of trading and help you achieve consistent performance. It is Tune Alpan here, founder of Master the Markets Editors Conference and the Traders Open Day. So in today's live trading session update, so what we have actually is this trade that we have taken on cable, and as you can see over here, the first position that we actually took on this was actually a small loss of £60. Okay, we took it at 0.25 lot size, and the reason for taking it at such a small lot size was that there was non-farm payroll coming up after this 1 hour bar, okay, at half one. So this was a 12 o'clock 1 hour bar which closed at 1 p.m. At that point, what we had seen at that point, traders, is that we had seen basically a retracement. So we had a breakout of the upper stretch line, then it retraced back. Okay, so that was our pattern over there, which we call a primary IB pattern. A primary IB pattern, which is basically this one over here, when you have basically a bar like that, the next bar itself being an insider bar, which is this bar here, and then after that what you then have is a bar which takes out the low of the IB minus 1. Okay, so this is what we call a primary IB pattern. Most of our clients who have done Traders Basecamp package and gone on to our advanced courses will know this very well, and those who are doing in our intraday trading room as well, they also know about this too. Right, so once we have that pattern, what we then do is we put a pending order for the IB minus 1 and a stop loss for the primary IB and a target based on the range for the day. Okay, so that's what we did. Then we had non-farm payroll come in, and then we had this very big bar that came through and did take us in all the way through, and then it also stopped us out on the same bar itself. Okay, so we were projecting for this just in case it happens. That's why our position size was very low. Okay, now if it did go in our favor, yes, we would have hit the target, we would have still got smaller profits, but remember, we never think about the profits, we only think about the downside. So after this happened, then you can then see that we were stopped out for 60 quid over here. That's that position over there, the first position over here. Then what we then did, we then put another position. The reason why we put another position was based on this pattern here, which is now this big bar, which is a PSWB pattern. Okay, but still is broken off from the upper stretch and still showing signs of it going and forming this bigger range from the open to the upside. So here is where the trick is, because after this bar over here, you can see that if the next bar reverses and does enter us in where the blue line is, that means there's a high chance that it will carry on in that direction to form its range and also hit the target, which is based on our range studies. Okay, so that was the whole idea, and also we got time in our favor, because as time gets lesser and lesser, the larger the velocity and faster it will move to get to our target. Okay, so that's what we then did. We put an entry for the high of that bar, and then a stop loss for the low of this bar, which is like a PSWB pattern. Target still remains the same. You may ask, okay, the risk is too much, but then the target is, the reward is too less. Remember, I covered this in another video where we talked about there's a difference between actual reward to risk as opposed to expected reward to risk. So go and look at that video as well. Okay, if you're unsure, you can always book a one-to-one session with our friendly trader coaches, and they'll be happy to assist you. Then you can see there that after that, then the next bar itself, we did get entered. You see, we projected correctly, and then after that, of course, we are still in a bit unrealized loss. And then after that, we keep trailing our stop loss for the low of every bar. The reason why we had put a bigger position size on this one here at 0.5 is because of time. If time gets lesser, there's a higher chance that if it does reverse, it will go to its Okay, because every day one thing keeps recurring is that 80-90% of the time the range will be formed, except for insider bars, which happens 10% of the time. Okay, so then that's that. So then we keep trailing it. We don't keep looking every single minute. Every 1 hour we trail it. Then we had this small bar that came up. We trail it to the high, to the low, sorry, and then we got minimized our risk already against the blue line. Then the next bar itself, you can see very near to the target. Again, we trail it, and then finally, then it hit the target on this particular bar is what we had over there. And that's when it hit our target. So then we had gained our profit over the loss for the day, almost a little bit break even, which is good because we didn't end up in a negative, plus the whooping profit at the earlier part of the week. Altogether, so far, up £225. Okay, so that's what we have at the moment. You can see how we are managing it, and you can also learn from how we are doing it and incorporate it into your strategies. Or if you want to learn how to build your own strategy, which is sustainable, scalable, and reproducible, feel free to reach out to us. But the first thing I would say, starting point, please look through our Trader Starter Pack video series, which has 10-15 years of cumulative research compressed into it with basic and advanced materials for beginner and intermediate traders. So please look at that. Very highly invaluable. And if you still have any questions, please go ahead and book a one-to-one session. We'll be happy to serve you and spread the truth of trading further and to help you achieve consistent performance. That's all from me for now. As we always say, till next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master.
If you want to get notified every time we put a video up, especially on our live trading update videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications icon. This will get the YouTube algos to kick in and for you to join us in our mission to spread the truth of trading further, so that traders like you can benefit from our videos to trade like a master, achieve consistent performance, and change lives.